Hello, good evening to everybody. Dear students, I am N. Alam Basha, Department of Botany, VNC College, Hospet. Today's chapter is the inflorescence. See, you know that inflorescence, comes under the morphology of flowering plants. And in the inflorescence, what is inflorescence? When I talk about inflorescence, is a group or cluster of flowers arranged on a stem that is composed of a main branch. Inflorescence is a group or a cluster of flowers arranged on a stem that is composed of a main branch or the reproductive shoot bearing commonly a number of flowers. It may be terminal or axillary in position and branched in various ways. The flowers are arranged with respect to a fixed floral axis because the flowers are arranged in a axis, that is reproductive axis, or what we call a reproductive shoot where the flowers are fixed. An inflorescence is categorized on the basis of the arrangement of flowers on a main axis, that is the peduncle. What is the stalk of inflorescence is the peduncle. Depending on the mode of branching, different kinds of inflorescence have come into existence. Based on the mode of branching, different kind of inflorescence have come into existence. These may be primarily classified into two distinct groups. One is the racemose type of inflorescence, or it is also called as indefinite type of inflorescence. Second one, cymose inflorescence or definite inflorescence. In that first one, we study a racemose inflorescences. Here in this inflorescence, the main axis of inflorescence does not terminate in a flower. In this inflorescence, the main axis does not terminate in a flower. That means at the terminal part, flower does not produce, but continues to grow and give off flowers laterally in acropetal succession. That is, the lower flowers are older than the upper or inner ones. In other words, the order of opening of flowers is centripetal. The various forms of racemose inflorescence may be described under three heads. That is, you know that acropetal succession, older flowers are below, that is upper one flowers, that is the lower flowers are older than the upper flowers or upper one. The order of opening of flowers is centripetal anta karitare, centripetal arrangement of flowers. There are different kinds of racemose inflorescence are there. It described under three heads. Number one, the main axis of the inflorescence together with the lateral axis if present. That is the, here you can observe that the racemose inflorescence may be described under these three heads. The main axis of the inflorescence together with the lateral axis if present is known as peduncle. That is, the inflorescence stalk is called as a peduncle. And here you can observe what are the different kinds. The first is those in which the main axis elongated. Second one with the main axis is shortened. Third one with the main axis flattened, concave or convex. There are, depending upon the axis length, three kinds of racemose inflorescence are there. One is the main axis is elongated. Second one is the main axis is shortened. Third is the main axis is flattened. Either it is the concave or convex. The first one we describe. You can see the diagrams also there. The main axis elongated, there are different kinds are there. The first type or kind is the raceme type. Here, in this case, the main axis is elongated and it bears laterally a number of flowers which are all stalked. You can see the picture draw that is in the gold moher. Gold moher, you can see this in picture. Here you can observe that where main axis is elongated and it bears laterally a number of flowers are all stalked, each and every flower having a stalk. The lower flower having long stalks than the upper ones or younger ones. You can see the example dwarf gold moher comes under the Caesalpinia and also cassia it is called as. When the main axis of the raceme is branched and the lateral branches bear the flowers, the inflorescence is said to be compound raceme or panicle as in gold moher. It is in the Delonix. You can see the here in the raceme type, that is main axis the raceme is branched and the lateral branches bear the flowers. The inflorescence is said to be compound raceme, simple raceme and compound raceme. In the dwarf gold moher as well as you can see the panicle is there this side. This diagram you can observe where in the raceme type, that is the main axis elongated and it bears laterally a number of flowers which are all stalked or pedicellate flowers. The lower flowers having long stalks than the upper or the younger ones. Example dwarf gold moher, cassia. When the main axis of the raceme is branched and the lateral branches bear the flowers. So you can see the picture here. The diagram panicle is there. The first axis is there. Second axis, first axis does not produce flowers directly. Second branch, it only produces the flower. That is say panicle or it is called as a compound raceme. Compound raceme. The stalk of the individual flower of the inflorescence is called the pedicel. Pedicel. That is, I told you, the stalk of the inflorescence is the peduncle. The stalk of the individual flower of the inflorescence is called the pedicel. This is the raceme type. Second one, spike. You can see the Adathoda plants or Amaranthus, Acaranthus, commonly called chaff flower, or Uttarani kaddi, it is called in Kannada. Spike inflorescence antivi navilli. What happens here? Here the main axis is elongated and the lower flowers are older, opening earlier than the upper ones. As in raceme, same. Older flowers are below, younger flowers are above. What difference is there in the raceme to spike? Here in this spike, the flowers are sessile. Flowers are sessile. This is called as a spike inflorescence. Third one, spikelet inflorescence. You can see the diagram is there in the spike inflorescence. You can observe this picture also. Spikelets, third one. These are very small spikes with one or few flowers. That is say a florets. What you call as a florets. Generally, you can see such type in the gramineae members or the grasses. Spikelets inflorescence. These are very small spikes. You can see the diagram. Arranged in a spike, raceme or panicle and may be sessile or stalked on the main inflorescence. Each spikelet bears at its base two minute scales or bracts. You can see the, I have given the number 1, 2, you can see G1, G2. G1, G2. These are called as empty glooms. Empty glooms. These followed by one or more florets. Above side you can observe. A floret consists of the flower surrounded by two bracts. One external, the lemma it is called as lemma, and one internal is called as a palea. Palea means a bracteole, small bracteoles are present. You can see the picture. Here the bracts are there and small bracteoles are there. Commonly called palea. You can see the labeled the diagram. You can see the spikelet of grass. You can see this spikelets of inflorescence or spikelets. Fourth one, catkin. Catkin you can see commonly in the what we called as in the mulberry plants or morus, and also in the cat's tail, Acalypha species, and also oak, commonly called as carcass, and neetum. Here, what is the catkin? This is also spike, racemose spike, with a long pendulous axis, bears unisexual flowers only. You can see here the catkin, the diagram is there in the green color picture. This is a spike with a long pendulous axis, bears unisexual flowers only. You can see this diagram. This is the a catkin type in mulberry. Catkin type in mulberry. You can see this is the fourth type. Fifth type in the racemose inflorescence, spadix. Spadix, this is also a spike with more large, often brightly colored bracts are there. You can see the picture also here. I have drawn the diagram. Here you can see spathe inflorescence, it is called as, or spadic inflorescence in aroid. Aroid you can see it comes under the colocasia members. Here you can, this also spike with more large, often brightly colored spathe. Spathe completely covers the axis, flower inflorescence axis. These are colored bracts, simply called as a spathe inflorescence, as in aroids. You can see the diagram. Also see in the musa members, banana family, banana members, coconut family. You can see this type of. You can see here the especially you can observe the female flowers are below, male flowers are above, and the appendix is there, and these complete axis, a raceme axis, a spadix type of in the racemose type, and here male and female flowers are separate, and these are covered by a bracts, colored bracts. These are called as a spathe type. This also called as a spathe inflorescence or spadix type of inflorescence. You can see in the aroid members are commonly called as typhonium, and this is the main axis elongated types. These are all. Second one, with the main axis is shortened. You can see the main axis is shortened. Here there are different types are there. There are two types are there. Main axis shortened. One is the corymb. Second was the umbel is there. Corymb type and umbel type. There are two examples or types comes under the main axis is shortened. This is corymb. Here is the main axis is comparatively short. You can see main axis comparatively short, and the lower flowers have much longer stalks or pedicels than the upper ones. You can see the picture also here. Main axis is comparatively short, and the lower flowers have much longer stalks or pedicels than the upper ones, so that all the flowers are brought more or less to the same level. You can see number of stalked flowers or pedicelled flowers are there. These pedicelled flowers are not arranged from the common point. They are arranged in different points. Even though the lower flowers are longer stalk than the upper ones, but shows a common or same level appearance. More or less, they shows same level to the to appearance. You can see in the ibris or cassia wallflower. You can see these examples of the a corymb type of inflorescence. Corymb type of inflorescence. Another one is called as a umbel inflorescence. Here the main axis is shortened, and it bears at its tip a group of flowers which have pedicels of more or less equal lengths, so that the flowers are seen to spread out from a common point. You can see picture also. Here you can see a diagram is also there. You can see this diagram. This is a umbel. All the flowers are inflorescence arranged from the a common point, where in the corymb type the stalk or the inflorescence of the pedicels they are arranged in different points. Here is from the same points, is it not? Here you can observe they show almost all more or less equal lengths, so that the flowers are seen to spread out from a common point. In the umbel, there is always a whorl of bracts forming a involucre. You can see the diagrams, you can see where the involucre is also there, and each flower develops from the axil of a bract. Commonly, the umbel is branched and the branches bear the flowers, as in arise coriander, cumin, carrot, etc. Sometimes, however, the simple or unbranched simple umbel. The main axis directly bearing the flowers, as in Indian pennycard and wild coriander. You can see such type of examples. Umbel is characteristic of the coriander family or umbelliferae. Say umbelliferae. Thank you.